Hey folks, Ray from DCRainmaker.com here. I just want to demonstrate a little bit of the navigation, and in particular how long it takes to load up a course. I've got about a 57-mile course. I've never opened it up on this particular edge. I created it on Garmin Connect and then I transferred it over just via Bluetooth. So it's for today's ride here. I'm going to go navigation. I'm going to click on courses. I'm going to go to save courses, and you can see it's this top one right there that I won't even attempt to pronounce. I created it just based on where it's going and the name of the climb. I'm going to load the course up right here. So you can see it's loading the course still pulling up. There we go. If I look at the summary here, you can see 57.9 miles. That's the estimated time of 15 or about 3.5 or so hours, I think it was, something like that. It'll be a long journey. It's quite a bit of a climb. In fact, you look at the elevation profile here, you can see that I got a little hill to climb over first. That's right up there. Just nothing big, maybe 800, 900 feet, and then I've got to go up to here about 7,500 feet up, so quite a climb. No worries, I'm going to go ahead and look at the settings, see if anything of note there. I'm going to always display this because I actually kind of like that. The course points, color, that's all fine, nothing I really care that much about. I'm going to click ride here. When you have to load the course up. So this is the calculating, this is the piece I'm most interested in, how long this will take. You know, the rough math on the Edge 830, Edge 820, whatever it was basically 1 minute per 20 miles. And so in this case, I'm just kind of going to let this roll all the way through. It's definitely going to be faster than that because right now we should be going through about the 20-mile marker here in just a couple seconds. Maybe about 30%, I guess, 20-mile marker. So it's a little bit faster, but not a ton faster, I would say. I'll let it finish up. I'm just going to hold this here, and I'll give you a total at the end. I should note, by the way, you don't actually have to wait for this entire thing to load. At this point, it knows where I am. It knows I'm right there. It knows the route near me. It's really calculating the rest of the route. So obviously, it would finish up before it got to that point. But I just kind of like to wait anyways, just in case I screw up something in the very beginning. Okay, so there you go, it's finished up. That definitely took a fair bit of time. You know, certainly it's slower than a phone would be. Though keep in mind, most phone routing apps are actually offloading a lot of that work to the clouds, doing it behind the scenes and sending out the exact instructions ahead of time. So it's a little bit different. Also keep in mind, a lot of people compare this to the phone and why is it slower in all sorts of different respects. And you know, why doesn't it do this, why doesn't that? And those are certainly valid criticisms. At the same time, I'm pretty sure your phone, you could not leave your screen on for 20 hours like this could and do all the stuff you could with this. So there are trade-offs there. In this case, you know, you are looking at a screen that's designed to be operated for 20 hours nonstop on a single charge, whereas your phone with GPS on in 20 hours, you're looking at maybe 3 to 6 hours depending on your particular phone and your luck. So there are some differences there. In any case, go and check out the full in-depth review down at the bottom there. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of showing you how this works routing wise as I go throughout my ride here, just for the fun of it. But the in-depth review at the bottom of the link there in the description field has all the details. So you can see right there just a second ago, as I hit 1/10 of a mile away, you saw the basically churn navigation screen come up that overlaid on top of the existing data screen I had. And now you can see the churn that's coming up, distance to the churn point, time to the churn point, going up a hill, so wait for traffic. There we go, another little reminder to churn. Make the churn up here. There we go. And up I go. It's gonna be a while to the next turn. So one cool thing here is the elevation graph of the upcoming elevation. And this, of course, is pretty common for most sucking GPS units where you load the course in there. You can see my little dot right in the middle there. Kind of tough to see, I get that, but that's where I am on this particular climb. One minor issue, you see that the elevation didn't properly scale, so I zoomed out and it didn't zoom the mountain as well to see the entire first climb. Not a huge deal, but kind of annoying if you ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and climb this up, first one, head down to the valley, and I'll catch you on the major climb. Okay, here we are on the climb. I've climbed the first 1,400 feet in just over 1.7 miles. So that's some serious altitude gain. It's been, up until this section, I pulled the camera now because I can actually talk, been pretty much like 8 to 12% grade the entire time. In case you're wondering, that's what I'm climbing towards up there. Really is incredible stuff up here. It's just nice because it's such a quiet road. I mean, see, there's 2 other cyclists there. Only 2 other cyclists have seen going up so far. I've had like 3 or 4 going down, but that's it. Only a handful of cars. There's no tourist cars on this route, just some locals scattered among these hillsides. So it's really, really nice. So here we are at the top of things, on the top of the pass. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop this because as much fun as my route had been planned for, another 40 miles, 60 miles round trip basically, I'm just going to simply take it back down this pass here because that was a beast coming up, let's be honest. So 5,400 feet of ascent coming up, and I've still got to climb another 1,300 so feet over that basically hillside way off in the distance there to get over that into where I started from. So what you can do is you can stop navigation or you can route back to the beginning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go, let's see, here we go, back to home, navigation, back to start, and then I've got 2 different choices, along the same route or most direct route. I'm just going to use along the same route because I know that's safe and valid. So it's another 20 miles back, mostly descending except for the portion that's not, which obviously is the sucky portion. This will replace my current route. Yep, let's do that, and there I'm good to go. And so now it's going to go ahead and recalculate, but I'm just going to let that cruise because I know exactly where I'm going. There's really only one road and it goes down and I came up it, so that is that. But absolutely stunning day up here. I mean, really, this is good stuff, and I had met some good, actually some DCR readers from Tacoma, so I'm out from Seattle, kind of where I live, or used to live anyways. I now live in France, but so it was kind of neat to see some people on the climb up, and we chatted for a good couple of kilometers and miles coming up this hill, as we were definitely enjoying that, 10+% grades. So awesome stuff. I will catch you at the end. I figured I'd do a quick gear check because I know people like to know what I'm riding. And keep in mind, I have a crap ton of gear on here, and that's all because I'm testing it. If it was just me and no testing, I'd have just one head unit and call it done. But that's not the way life works. So what I got on the bike itself, on the left-hand side here, I've got a Stages power meter. Down here, I've got the new Favero Asiomo power meter pedals. On the back here, I'm running a G3 power tap hub, trusty old hub. And then on this side there, you should see the Power to Max NG Eco power meter. So in this case, I'm just basically testing power meters in particular. In this case, I'm testing the Favero Asiomo pedals and seeing how those are doing. I'll probably write the review in the next day or two. This is kind of like the last final ride for it. So good stuff there. On the head unit front, I've got 2 Edge 520s. This one goes to the PowerTap G3. This one goes to the Power to Max crankbase one on the other side. This one here goes, that's an Edge 1030, goes down to the pedals. And I'm not actually recording the Stages power meter, mostly because I don't really care. It's left only in this case, and so there's not really a lot of interest in me in that case, or in this particular test, so that's fine. Otherwise, on the bike, I think that's all I've got. It's just my regular test bike that I bought. On my person, I've got the Fitbit Ionic. So right there, it's chugging along. On this side, I have, or had anyways, the new Garmin Vivo Sport. So it's like the Vivo Smart 3 Plus, basically. But I didn't fully charge it, and so that died just somewhere to the top up there. Totally my fault. I should have actually fully charged it for this long of a day. Then behind me, so if I put this on the bench real quick right there we go. Okay, So, what's cool is behind me, I've got the DJI Spark drone. So you can see right now, you don't even notice that I've got a drone in my pocket, but in reality, I can pull this right on out, and here is a DJI Spark drone sitting there. That's how I got some of the shots. I didn't do a ton of drone video today. I did mostly photos, mostly for Strava and Instagram, and just because I like photos better. But nonetheless, this fits in the back. I ran out of battery on the way down. I was stupid. I should have put another battery in there. They're so tiny. I mean, these batteries are really lightweight, so I didn't really think that through. Oh, the GoPro. I've got a Hero 5 Black right there. It's on a knockoff GoPro 3-way mount, my favorite mount-like thing, and otherwise it's all good. So I'll link to some of that crap down below in the description field, but I figured people always ask what I'm wearing. Oh, my helmet, it's a Coros Lynx smart helmet. It was on Kickstarter a year ago. I bought it then, and it's got music and stuff, but I'm never smart enough to actually charge the thing, so I just use it as a really bright helmet that people see me for. I realized as I was going down, I actually forgot two other things I'm wearing, because I'm not wearing enough. So under this secret stash, I've got the Polar OH1 optical heart rate sensor. It's right there, it's a tiny little dot right there. So that's their brand new sensor that they basically announced. It does Bluetooth Smart. And then on my chest here, I've got the Wahoo Ticker X Dual and Plus Bluetooth Smart sensor. All this crap is then feeding down into that there. So I've got essentially 1, 2, 3, 4 optical heart rate sensors, because I'm comparing the optical heart rate sensor accuracy of most of these devices. And then I've got 3 power meters that I'm actually comparing, because I'm comparing that for power meter accuracy. Anyways, it's time to get over the top of that thing. Now I will point out on the Edge 1030 that I think something in the latest firmware has screwed up the grade, because it's showing generally half of the actual value. So you'll see 5% there, down below in the bottom left hand corner, 9.4%, 10%. Coming up on that 13% you just saw the sign for. And this is what I saw the entire way up the other climb, is that even when I was 12-13%, it was just chilling out at 6%, which kind of is when it makes you want to like punch yourself in the balls, because you know you're working a lot harder than that. Yeah, here we are again, 6% up there, 12 and 13 down here, which just matches what the sign said for 13%. It matches what my legs say right now as well. Go. I've arrived, finished, wrapped the ride. Just over 5 hours of climbing and descending, mostly climbing fun, and a little bit a beer stop along the way. But otherwise, a solid ride. You know, obviously you saw those little bit gradient issues on the Edge 1030. Hopefully it's just a minor bug that can work out. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me. It's just simply doubling or halving the incline. But otherwise, you know, navigation-wise, it was flawless. I had no issues there at all up the top. So good stuff. I'm gonna go jump in the lake because I need it. Thanks for watching.